Hello everyone. I recently just had loss of voice, so I wasn't able to do this earlier, but I thought of sharing some stories with you to commemorate my 10 years of having that three letters on my name, RMT. And so here it is. For today, I want you to know a worship song that's really one of my favorites. It's called I Trust in You. You can check that out. It has a lyric video on YouTube. And I really like that song because it emphasizes the word trust, which you really need right now for the coming days of judgment. And that is, I think, by experience. Now, one thing that is starting to be lost by a lot of students because they accommodate other emotions more, like fear, like anxiety, like nervousness, alright? And so I want you to be reminded of the thought na sana kahit nasa mahirap kang sitwasyon sa ngayon and everything is starting to be clouded, uh, like you don't know if you're gonna succeed or not, and you're scared of the future. Now just listen to that song, and somehow I hope you will feel a little more confident sa mga susunod na araw, because as with that song, the Lord already knows what's gonna happen. He has seen the days to come. He has planned everything so well, and everything will happen in due time, in His perfect time. And so what you just need to really put more focus on right now are the things that you can still do. You can still push yourselves to do more, to make yourselves better and better and better every single day that will pass. And if ever you look at your past and you realize that hindi lahat ng hinihiling mo ay binibigay sa'yo ni Lord, you have to know that He does that because of reasons na hindi mo man maintindihan ngayon, but eventually you will. Kaya nga sabi dun sa kantang yun, when you don't move the mountains that I need you to move, when you don't part the waters na gusto niyang madaanan, no, we will just have to put our trust in Him, because all those will have a reason, all those will have a meaning. So if you're in a position right now where you entertain negative emotions more, you have a tendency to break down more because nagpapatong-patong na lahat ng nararamdaman mo, no, kaba, excitement, fear, pain, if ever there is. Sana na ma-realize mo that this is the time that you have to prove to God that you really trust Him, not only by words but also by action. Because one thing I notice sa mga students, no, in my 10 years in teaching, a large class or even a small class or even a personal tutorial, is mas mataas yung confidence mo to say that you trust Him and His plans pag way before pa, like months prior pa ng exam. But as the days get near, that trust, no, unti-unting nawawala. And when you ask the students if they still trust God, no, hindi na sila maka-answer ng directly like saying, yes, I do. So I really want you to have that kind of faith na kahit anong panahon sa buhay mo, masaya ka man, malungkot ka man, madali man ang buhay or mahirap man, and lalo na sa mga mahirap at masakit na part ng buhay natin, no, sana mas naipapakita natin na nagtitiwala tayo sa Kanya. Because I do believe that if you prove yourself to Him, that no matter what the circumstances are, you will always have faith in Him, He will bless you more than you desire. more than ever, more than the things that you think you need in your life. Like for example, in my case, no, this is the story that he gave me, and so I want you to also have a take on this. Now, when I was in your place about to take the board exam, something happened. No, then after that thing happened, everything changed. It's been going on for 10 years now, and it all started when I was about to graduate sa medtech course, no, sa college. All I wanted to have as a form of an achievement during that time is to graduate as cum laude. That's because I wanna give that precious moment, precious opportunity to my parents, no, para maging proud sila of me. But in my school, for you to have that Latin award, your grade should be 1.50. I was 1.53, meaning sumobra ng 0.03 yung grade ko. And so I didn't get it. And that made me lose self-confidence and self-esteem. Only by that, no, I can say that now without feeling anything, but during that time in my life, it was so hard for me to accept na hindi pala lahat ng bagay na gusto ko maabot ko. And so, dahil lang sa hindi ko naabot yung pagiging cum laude na yun, I thought I'm worthless. I thought I can't do anything anymore. Just because I didn't get that cum laude award, I lost everything I have in myself, like the self-confidence that I'm trying to build all those years. No, nakakatawa sa ngayon, and I can really laugh about it right now because I've, moved on. But thinking about it, no, para palang tanga. Kasi grade lang naman yun award lang naman yun na hindi mo nakuha, tapos parang nawalan ka na ng kwenta. But during that time, I didn't know. And there was no one to tell me na it's alright, it's gonna be better. And all the things that I needed to hear during that time, there was no one there. And so every time that I get a chance to talk to someone, I always try my best to become that someone I was looking for during those times that I needed someone. So just because of the I think failure of not getting that Latin award, I felt like I'm not good enough for anything. So I was like walling. Bakit ako? I was asking God that bakit ako pa? Mas deserve naman yung masaktan ka ako kasi mas hindi man siya pumapasok sa akin. Ako nga, lagi akong present sa school, lagi akong present sa activities. I did my best. But I guess that's not good enough. Mga ganyan, no? Literal na nai-apply ko sa buhay ko yun. I was asking God, why me? I don't deserve this. You see how big my pride was, my ego was. I was saying to God that I don't deserve this. I don't. So, hindi ko matanggap na hindi ako nag-laude. Alright? Most especially when you expect things but it didn't happen. So, it was a really struggle for me to move out of that condition. But one day, I realized na hindi pala end of the world. And right now, I'm telling you that sometimes we have to realize that God is putting us into situations where it will test our faith. It will test whatever we're trying to say to people. No, kung totoo ba yung sinasabi mo. And you'll realize that you needed to go through that process because you are meant to do greater things, way better than the things that you have planned. I never really thought that I can do this. Like, magturo sa review center, maka-reach out sa mga nangangailangan ng message coming from me. I didn't plan any of the things that happened during the past years. The only plan that I have during that time was to graduate as cum laude, but it didn't happen. But little did I know that what God was preparing me for something even greater than the things that I wanted, even more fulfilling than being a cum laude. And so, if ever I'm going to repeat my life, I'll be willing to go through that roller coaster of emotions again. If in the end, I'll be my better self, I'll be my more improved self, I'll be my more confident self. The one right now that you're seeing is a version like what, 77. Because for every challenges that come my way, I think I am improving, I am learning. So sometimes it's painful, sometimes happy lang, but in the end, I always think about God will always have a reason why He puts you in those situations. And so I hope you're getting my point. And my point is, personally speaking, I have nothing in my life super planned out. And because of that, God broke me. And in my brokenness, He rebuilt me. He made me whole again, way better than before, and more capable of the challenges to come. And so I really thank Him for breaking me. And now here I am, making this video so that you'll learn and see that God works in everyone's lives. I'm not saying na pareho tayo ng mararamdaman, or I'm not saying na kailangan ganito rin yung mangyari sa buhay mo para lang maramdaman mo yung mga plano sa ni Lord. But what I'm trying to say is that each of one will have our own struggles, our own stories. But if you believe in Him the way that you should do, 100% sure na naniniwala ka na He is going to get you to better places, and if He puts you in one situation, He will get you through it. Alright? The ending will always be the same, and that ending will be a better you, so He can use you for your purpose. And that's way more fulfilling than impressing people. Because at the back of my mind, I also wanted to become a laude so that people will look at me as, ang galing naman niya, ang talino naman niya. That's one thing that I thought importante sa buhay natin, yung ma-impress natin sila kasi matalino ka and all. But you come to a point in your life, you realize na hindi pala yun importante. Hindi pala importante. Ang importante pala, kahit hindi mo ma-achieve yung mga sa tingin mo super importante sa buhay mo, no? There will always be those people like your families and loved ones, relatives, friends, real friends, na maniniwala pa rin sa kakayahan mo. No, not because of a single failure na mawawalan sila ng tiwala sa'yo. So I think what I'm trying to say is, I now learned that I didn't need to impress people because the right people will always be there to support me, even if I'm not allowed, even if I failed a lot of times, even if I don't get achievements as many as others. Alright? They will always be there. The right people will always be there. The wrong people will always judge you. Because that's what people do. You do something nice, you do something bad, they will always judge you. But you have to realize that you're not living for them, and you don't live to impress them. They will never be impressed. Alright? They will never be impressed. And impressing them is also a wrong way of living your life, because I think, alright, and I think many will agree that you should live your life impressing only Him, impressing only one entity, and that's Him. Use your life well, right? And yeah, Yun po yung gusto kong message na marinig mo sa akin today. It's all right to feel scared, feel anxious, but at the end of the day, maniwala ka pa rin, magtiwala ka pa rin, kasi pag sinabi ni Lord na magiging RMT ka, wala nang ibang makakabawi nun, wala nang ibang makakasira ng plano na yun. He has already seen the future, and that future is you getting that RMT title, spending this year as your first Christmas ever as RMTs, as professionals, right? So I pray that whenever you break down, you look at that prayer, you look at that song, you listen to it, you feel God's presence in your life, and please listen where it says that I want what you want, Lord, and nothing less. I hope you'll be able to say to yourself genuinely one day, you can say those lines. I want what you want, Lord, and nothing less. I wanted to become a laude, but God wanted me to do more. And so I'm really thankful for this blessing. He gave me this, and so I am here telling you this story, and I do hope that you'll learn something from it. Okay? God loves you so much. He always does, and so please keep the faith. Kayang-kaya mo yan. Magtiwala ka lang sa sarili mo. Alright? I believe in you. Even though hindi tayo magkakilala, I still wanna say I believe in you. If God sees that you deserve this, you will be an RMT March 2020. Alright? So maybe I'll see you next time for the other stories, because it's getting late and we're gonna have dinner already. Bye! Aral mabuti. God bless you and God loves you.